What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about a set that I'm kind of torn on, and I need your thoughts and opinions on this set. This is a new set that's coming out, and we've got a similar sets like this that have came out. We haven't had this theme, or I should say sub theme, where we've gotten a ton of sets. We've gotten a few sets here and there. Some of them have done okay, some of them haven't done the best. But I'm going to review this set, so I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Comment down below. Will definitely help the channel, help the community. Shout out to everyone that has been liking, commenting, and supporting the channel. You truly are appreciated. I notice it all. And we are definitely turning this into a great community. But let's dive into it. Today we're talking about the Fast and Furious Tokyo Supra MK4. Item number 42204. This set is 810 pieces, comes with 390 LEGO Insider points. It's $59.99 and it's coming out March 1st, 2025. So I definitely love sets from the Fast and Furious. I think they're pretty great movies. Or I should say the beginning ones were great movies. Now they're just getting pretty insane. Like travel into space and all that. It's just getting kind of ridiculous. But the original ones, they're pretty awesome. And in Speed Champions form, I love them. I absolutely do. I think they're great investments. They aren't the best, but you can earn some money. But I'll say initially, I am not a big fan of Technic sets. Technic sets are ugly, and sadly, this is a very ugly vehicle. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I just think some sets shouldn't be made in LEGO Technic form. Like the construction sets and those kind of vehicles are awesome in Technic, but these ones, like the cars, they just don't work. The much larger $150 cars, yeah, they look very, very nice. Sometimes the like $400 versions look very nice. But the $50 versions just look like garbage, and I think this is just absolutely terrible. Technic is just kind of like too, I don't know what's the word, rustic, or the way that the style Technic is, just some sets should not be made, and I think this is one of them where LEGO probably should have avoided this. We should have gotten this in the Speed Champions version. That would have done wonderful. And I'm hoping that because of we get this in the Technic version, that we do get it in the Speed Champions form in the future. We're going to take a look at the two Speed Champion sets that we have out now. But this is a part of the Technic license theme, and like the Volvo L350F wheel loader, like that looks awesome. They knocked it out of the park. Like the, I don't know what that word is, Xerion 5000 track, that looks awesome. But Fast and Furious is weird because we've gotten them in Speed Champions form, and then the Technic version, which is the much larger version. This one, the Dom's Charger. This one had a retail of $119, but it's got a value right now of $97.83. Generally, I think Technic has a lot of sets that have done worse than winners. Like we've got the McLaren Senna GTR. This one's $50. This is in the same style and category as our Supra, but they were kind of greedy with ours. It was $60. I mean, ours for this set, I think it should be $40 with how ugly it is, but at max it should be $50. Kind of like the matching versions, like the Senna. This one retail for $50, got a value right now of $51. And I want to say, typically, all of the sets that have been released at the $50 range, they just do absolutely terrible. I don't, there might have been one or two that have been pretty decent, but generally, though, in that category, it just does not work. And I think it's because, and I would love to hear your logic and theory on this, I think it's because it's too close to the Speed Champion. The category levels, we got the Speed Champions, then we got the Technic $50 version, then the Technic $100 version, which is a little larger. Then the 150 version, a little larger than that. I think there's just too many categories close together, and I think these ones just are typically very, very ugly in the $50 category or range, and people would much prefer the Speed Champions as opposed to these, because the Speed Champions just look amazing, and this one just look like booty. Like the Ford Shelby Cobra, this one's $50. This one's been out forever. It's struggling to sell. It's been on sale forever. That one's gonna do terrible. But with the license theme, you know, we've got a ton of sets that are coming out, and it's pretty shocking how many sets that we have out right now and that are coming out. So since we took a look at the much larger Speed Champions, or I'm sorry, the much larger Dodge Charger Technic version, let's take a look at the Speed Champions version, which I love this. I think this is the best Speed Champions out. I love the Charger. I think they knocked it out of the park with this. And this was a great price on sale. Target had them, I believe, for $12 on Black Friday. They were a win. It's got a value right now of $27.27. You knocked it out of the park if you bought this because it's going to keep going up. And I want to say my last video that I did on this, it was averaging around 40, I think to $50. We'll take a look at those eBay sales in a moment, but this is awesome. And then we got the other Speed Champions version, which is the Nissan Skyline GTR. This one has a retail price of $24.99, and this one has a market price of $26.69. So that's really great considering it is still available. So the more Speed Champions that we get, they're just going to continue to grow, and these will increase in price because as a result of that. But these $50 Technics, like, I'm not sure what Lego is thinking. I think they're doing more harm to their image with this by releasing them. Like, look at that top part. It just bothers me so much. Like the black spinning part there. I know it will spin the wheels or whatever. It should just not be included. It just looks weird. You could have probably done this a little different. Maybe something a lever in the back that would spin the wheels or something. Just a horrible design. And then you look at the Speed Champions, they're just beautiful. I mean, they knocked it out of the park. They should have made that Supra in the Speed Champions form. So let's take a look at some pricing on eBay. First, we'll look at Dom's Charger. This one's 65, 105, 95, 45 there, 94, 75, 104, $100, 100 here. So really terrible, and I just think it looks ugly. I'm sorry, Technic versions are just very, very ugly. But once you get to that certain price point, the larger ones, yeah, then we're talking. They look very, very nice. Construction sets are awesome, but that's a bad sign. It's losing money. Then we'll take a look at item number 76912, the Speed Champions Charger. We got $39.95, $31, $39.4, $23.95, $39.99, $38, $39.95. So doing very, very decent. If you picked it up on Black Friday, you knocked it out of the park. I see our Supra out for a very, very long time. I think it's going to struggle to sell, and I think it's going to come in at less than retail when it retires. But lastly, let's take a look at the Nissan Skyline. We got $27.99, $28.99 for two, $29, $25.95, $18.88. So doing very decent considering we're still in stock. $24 there. $15, $17.99, $12.85, $14.50, $17, $18.99, $15, $35.99. So yeah, looking at the data and just how well the Speed Champions versions have done and how all the other $50 and $100 Technic sets have done pretty terrible, I think Lego made a big mistake by releasing this one in the $60 to $50 range. Should have been a Speed Champion. It would have done very, very well. And I think this is going to be kind of the new Shelby Mustang, the green one. The one that has just struggled to sell, been on sale forever. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Do you like this set? Am I being too critical on it? Do you think it's going to do very, very well? Or do you think it's going to follow Dom's Charger, the $100 Technic version? Technic is bad for investing. That's why I typically avoid them. I'm going to be avoiding this set. I want to hear your opinions on it. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day. But as always, please do your own research. Have some fun. Make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.